Hi, it's Gazza here. I'm watching Newcastle Fan TV.
We tell everyone how he's doing is alright. So we are just before the Augsburg game, and we thought, we've got over half the group now, and we're just going to be chatting about Mike Ashley since we've got a bit of the group, and Rafa Benitez and deadline days approaching as well. I'll begin with Will, obviously regular face, which you all know as well. So we're hitting transfer deadline days shortly. Yep. Will, still, what's going on? What your opinion? What's your thoughts now?
Well, we don't know, do we? I think it's. I said it the last time we did a video. I think it's embarrassing how we've acted. The money that we've generated, it came out recently that Rafa's generated £45 million in profit. We haven't seen that, let alone the money the club's generated on its own. That we can't pay £60 million for Rondon. Now that deal's expired, now we might have to pay something like 25 or whatever. Yeah. The fact that we're trying to make that a loan deal still, it's just embarrassing how they've acted, and you can tell that Mike Ashley thought it's a good bargaining chip to maybe hold funds, and then if Rafa signs the contract, release them. Whether he would have done that or not, we'll not know. But that's not really how it's going to work, because like I said before, Rafa can leave this club with his reputation completely intact, maybe even elevated a bit, considering what he's had to put up with here. And we're just going to be left to rot. So it doesn't make any sense from a footballing perspective, from a business perspective, because the 20, 30, 40 million pound he'd have to put into the club in order for Rafa to get the players that he wanted is much easier to do than losing the 100 million pound we're going to get when we get relegated eventually, in my opinion.
Paul making his debut. Hello, Paul.
Yeah.
What's your real, honest opinion about Mike Ashley? Let it go. Because you haven't really came on the camera yet, and now, what do you think?
Just think it's absolutely just beyond a joke what he's done. To take the absolute high of finishing 10th last season, to drain the lifeblood out of the support in such a short period of time, it beggars belief. All of that forward momentum, everything that we built up, that we are united, and that everything Rafa's done to get us all as one group
why do you think that's happened? Why do you think that's all of a sudden gone healthy down to it's really, really flat? How come it's just happened just like that? It feels like it's all happened in the space of 6 weeks.
To me, it all just boils down to money. Absolutely, just all boils down to money. Mike Ashley wants to run this club exactly as he runs Sports Direct, and it's just minimum all the time. No aspiration, no nothing. His focus, everything he cares about, all his passion, as we're passionate about Newcastle, he's not passionate about this club at all. He's passionate about Sports Direct. That's his baby, that's all he really cares about. And the advertising that this club allows around the world, that is all that he cares about. And that company is making money. He really couldn't care what happens here. Whether we stay up, we go down. He'll put the bare minimum investment in like he's done the previous 2 times. And in his eyes, we'll come back up and we'll get the money again. That's just bottom line for me. That is just his business plan. And somebody like Rafa Benitez, to me, today starts the Rafa farewell tour.
You reckon?
Today, this is it. I just can't see anywhere where you're going to turn this situation around.
No,
at all.
Lost for words.
At all. Yeah.
Kyle, will Rafa Benitez be here next year? Want to hold the mic?
Aye, sure. I hope he is, don't get us wrong, but I kind see it, to be honest. I mean, Sam Ellis says the other day, you kind of see Rafa walking away from Newcastle, but at the end of his contract, he's got no reason to stay here, has he? There's no ambition from Mike Ashley. The only reason he'd stay here is for the fans and for the passion and the love that we have for him. And honestly, I think he can see in himself, if he walks away, you could see 2008 happen over again, where we hire a clown like Joe Kinnear, we'll get relegated, and we end up in a mess where there's 30,000 turning out and protesting against the owner to try and get him out. But Rafa Benitez, for me, is the one keeping it all together. He's the glue. He's the one that's stopping a mass crisis at the club, to be honest. But hopefully Ashley can get his finger out in the next 8 days while the transfer window's sorted, and give Rafa a reason other than Newcastle United fans and support to stay here and continue like his dream to make Webb great again.
Thank you very much. Well, that was it. That's Will's thoughts on what's happening now, Paul's thoughts on obviously Mike Ashley, and Kyle's obviously on Rafa Benitez. You've obviously heard from me the last few days. I'm not going to be talking about it, but obviously you've seen the fan cams and everything. You've seen what the fans have had to say. Let us know what you think as well. We've got a few days left at deadline day. Are we going to get anybody over the line? Is Rafa going to stay?